they think that I'm just Fred Sanford, and so if they don't have a partner for Fred, there's nothing else left. So Red is dead, even without Fred, you know.
What if the laughter you loved hid a trail of tears? Sanford and Son ruled TV with junkyard charm, but behind the scenes, its stars faced a shocking unraveling. Imagine this. One icon's fortune vanishes overnight, leaving them with just a bed. Another swaps fame for a preacher's pulpit, while a third vanishes, sparking a nationwide manhunt. From million-dollar mansions to crushing debts, their lives spiraled in ways you'd never guess. Did a secret betrayal tear them apart? Or was it a hidden truth they buried for decades? Buckle up for a roller coaster through Hollywood's glitz and grit. Secrets, scandals, and stunning comebacks await. You won't believe who fell hardest or what they're hiding. This is the untold story of Sanford and Son's legends, and it's about to blow your mind. Don't blink, you'll miss the twist. Let's start with Demon Wilson. You know him as Lamont, Fred Sanford's quick-witted son. Back in the 70s, he was pulling in $40,000 a week, living large in a 27-room mansion decked out with luxury cars like a sleek Mercedes-Benz 450 SL and a Rolex Daytona that screamed success. His real estate game was strong too, a sprawling California estate fit for a star. But when Sanford and Son wrapped in 1977, the magic faded fast. New shows like Baby, I'm Back and The New Odd Couple tanked, and the cash dried up. Here's the jaw-dropper. In 1984, Wilson ditched Hollywood entirely. Why? He traded the spotlight for a preacher's pulpit, becoming a Pentecostal minister. From sitcom fame to sermons, he says it was divine timing, something his grandma saw in him since he was 10. That mansion? Sold. The cars and watches? Gone. He didn't need them anymore. Wilson's lifestyle pivot wasn't just talk. He'd once jetted around in a private Cessna for gigs with Red Fox, but post-Hollywood, he grounded himself in purpose. His business ventures shifted too, founding Restoration House of America in 1994 to help ex-prisoners find jobs, a mission sparked during jail visits with Fox in their TV heyday. No flashy collaborations or million-dollar deals here, just grit and goodwill. Insurance-wise, he'd had solid policies, health and asset coverage from his acting peak. But now, his wealth's in impact, not bank accounts. Married to Cicely Lois Johnston since '74 with 6 kids, he's 79, and the last main cast member standing. His past taught him fame's fleeting. His present proves peace outlasts paychecks. Now, Red Fox, TV's king who lived like one too. At his peak, he banked $25,000 an episode, over $130,000 weekly in today's dollars, with profit shares that ballooned his earnings to $4 million a year. Think $10 million now. His garage? A parade of luxury, a Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow, a Cadillac Eldorado, even a custom Lincoln Continental. His wrist flashed a Patek Philippe, and his Vegas mansion was a palace, private jet on speed dial, a Gulfstream 2 for cross-country hops. But hold on, because it all crashed hard. Fox's entourage of 15 lived off him. Flights, meals, the works. Whatever I got goes, he'd laugh, but 4 divorces bled him dry. Wife 2 cost $10,000 monthly. Wife 3, a cocktail waitress, walked off with $300,000. His 4th, a South Korean beauty, stuck by him, but the damage was done. The IRS delivered the knockout punch. By 1989, Fox owed $1 million, $2.5 million today. They stormed his Vegas pad, seizing cars, cash, jewelry, leaving him with just his bed. "I wasn't human to them," he said. His business moves? A flop TV show in '86 and a Broadway bust. No major investments, no stakes in big ventures, just a fortune frittered away. He'd had insurance, career and health plans in his prime, but lapsed payments left him exposed. Comparing his Sanford and Son reign to this downfall, it's a stark slide from untouchable to undone. And here's the kicker. Another castmate hit rock bottom too, selling their stuff to scrape by. Who? We'll spill soon. Other Sanford and Son stars faced their own storms. One, a fan favorite, went from red carpet moments to auctioning personal treasures. Think vintage watches and old scripts, just to eat. Another dropped a bombshell confession tied to legal woes, hinting at a past misstep that cost them big. Grady's actor? His disappearance sparked a nationwide search by a talk show host, revealing a quiet retreat from fame's chaos. Their pasts, full of applause and paydays, clash with today's struggles, showing how thin the line is between stardom and setback. So what's the takeaway from this Hollywood saga? Diversify. Wilson's acting-only gamble bit him when the roles stopped. Live smart. Fox's splurging sank him. Plan ahead. Wilson found faith, but Fox floundered. Taxes matter. The IRS doesn't play. Insure everything. Health, assets, career. Or risk losing it all. These legends went from Rolexes and jets to hard-earned lessons we can all use. Curious about their wildest splurges and what's next? Part 2's coming, and it's packed with more untold twists. The Sanford and Son saga continues, and the stakes are higher than ever. Our last dive left Demon Wilson preaching and Red Fox reeling from an IRS raid. But Hollywood's twists don't stop there. Picture this. One star's comeback. Dreams collapse in a heartbreaking moment. Another's comedy empire hides a health battle, and a beloved neighbor vanishes, only to resurface in the wildest way. These legends, Red Fox, LaWanda Page, Whitman Mayo, and more, faced financial cliffs, secret struggles, and dramatic turns that reshaped their legacies. Want to know how their fortunes flipped and what they're worth today? Let's unpack their journeys, from lavish lifestyles to hard-won lessons, and see what's next in this roller coaster tale. Red Fox's story picks up where we left it. His Vegas mansion gutted, his Rolls-Royce and Patek Philippe seized. By 1989, his net worth, once peaking at $12 million, about $30 million today, was negative $1 million due to a $3.6 million tax debt. He tried clawing back with Harlem Nights alongside Eddie Murphy, banking a quick $500,000. Then came The Royal Family in 1991, a CBS sitcom that screamed comeback. But here's the gut punch. During rehearsal, Fox collapsed, clutching his chest. Everyone laughed, thinking it was his classic Sanford and Son fake-out. It wasn't. "Get my wife," he gasped twice. Hours later, he was gone, leaving a $3.6 million debt and no funeral funds. Eddie Murphy covered the costs, a nod to their bond. Fox's widow was penniless. His mother outlived him, passing 2 years later. His real estate? Once a $2 million Vegas estate and a $1.5 million LA condo, now sold to settle debts. His Gulfstream jet? Auctioned. Future projections? His estate's value rests in royalties, maybe $500,000 annually, but debts ate most of it. Lesson: tax evasion's a trap. Pay early or lose everything. LaWanda Page, our Aunt Esther, was a different beast. After Sanford and Son ended in '77, her net worth was $1.5 million, around $7 million today, built from TV and comedy albums. She drove a Cadillac DeVille, sported a Cartier tank watch, and owned an $800,000 LA home plus a St. Louis rental property worth $300,000. Her comedy album Watch It, Sucker went gold in '77, one of 5 solo records that padded her fortune. Unlike Fox, she diversified. Guest spots on Amen, Martin, and Family Matters kept cash flowing. But here's the shocker. Diabetes was silently wrecking her. By the 90s, her health faltered, yet she performed stand-up into her 70s, her brassy humor earning her the Black Queen of Comedy. Her business savvy shone in Skillet, Leroy and Company, a comedy trio that dropped 2 albums. Insurance? She had health and asset coverage, but medical bills ate into her savings. When she passed in 2002 at 81, her net worth was $800,000, with real estate as her anchor. Future value? Her catalog still earns $100,000 yearly. Takeaway: diversify income, but health is wealth. Prioritize it. Whitman Mayo, aka Grady, took a wilder path. Post Sanford in '77, his $2 million net worth, about $9 million today, came from TV and residuals. He cruised in a BMW 3 Series, wore a classic Omega Seamaster, and owned a $1 million Englewood home. But Grady's shadow haunted him. Fans only saw the character, not the man. So in 1979, he quit acting, opening a travel agency in California. Bold move, right? It flopped, but it showed his hustle. By '81, he was back, dipping into Sanford's spin-off and later shining in Full House's 1991 Alzheimer's episode, a raw pivot from comedy. Then, in '96, Conan O'Brien's Where's Whitman Mayo campaign turned him into a pop culture prank, until Mayo crashed the show, stealing the spotlight. His net worth dipped to $700,000 by then, hit by failed ventures. He moved to Atlanta in '94, teaching drama at Clark Atlanta University, trading fame for purpose. His son Ron's political rise was a win, but Mayo's health faded. By 2001, his estate was $500,000, with a $600,000 Atlanta condo as his main asset. Future earnings? Residuals might add $50,000 yearly. Key lesson: reinvention takes guts, but spread your bets. Other Sanford stars faced their own dramas. One castmate, once flaunting a Porsche 911, sold it to Dodge creditors. Their $500,000 net worth from the '70s, now near zero. Another dropped a cryptic confession about a past scam, shaking fans. Their pasts, red carpets, packed clubs, clash with today's quiet struggles, proving fame's a fickle friend. And here's the tease. One star's secret deal could change everything. Who's hiding what? Part 3's got the scoop. Financially, these icons teach us hard truths. Fox's free spending, $50,000 monthly on entourages, shows restraint matters. Page's album hustle proves side gigs save you. Mayo's agency flop screams research before you leap. Insurance gaps hurt them all. Fox's lapsed policies, Page's medical costs, Mayo's thin coverage. Build a safety net early. Their real estate moves? Page's rentals were smart. Fox's overpriced pads weren't. Curious how their co-stars dodged, or didn't, these traps. Stay tuned for more jaw-dropping twists and the secrets they've kept buried. The Sanford and Son story keeps spinning, and it's a wild ride through fame's highs and life's lows. Red Fox's collapse, LaWanda Page's health battle, and Whitman Mayo's reinvention set the stage. But there's more to uncover. Nathaniel Taylor, Lynn Hamilton, and Hal Williams each carved their own path, dodging pitfalls and chasing dreams. From a $200,000 heist to a global stage for JFK, their lives are packed with secrets, struggles, and surprising wins. Ever wonder how their bank accounts held up, or what they're hiding? Buckle up for a fast-paced dive into their journeys, their luxe lifestyles, and the lessons that hit harder than a Hollywood plot twist. Nathaniel Taylor, our slick-talking Rollo, lit up Sanford and Son with his flashy suits and quick wit. Back in the '70s, his net worth hit $1.2 million, about $6 million today, fueled by 32 episodes and roles in Trouble Man and Willie Dynamite. He rolled in a Dodge Charger, rocked a Bulova Accutron watch, and owned a $700,000 LA bungalow. His real estate grew with a $400,000 rental in St. Louis, and he chartered private planes for gigs. But here's the bombshell. In 1986, Taylor and his brother were nabbed for stealing $200,000 in computers and typewriters. Fans were floored. Rollo, a crook in real life? His net worth crashed to $300,000. He bounced back, opening an acting studio to mentor kids, a pivot that echoed his heart. By 2019, when he passed at 80 from a heart attack, his estate was $600,000, with real estate as its core. Future projections? Royalties might add $30,000 yearly. His 2 marriages and 7 kids stayed private, but his 2000 marriage to Loretta Taylor was rock solid. Lesson: one mistake doesn't define you. Reinvent and give back. Financially, these icons scream strategy. Taylor's studio bet shows passion can rebuild wealth. Hamilton's dual roles prove diversifying skills pays. Williams' custody gamble underlines planning. Insurance saved him. Their real estate. Hamilton's rentals were gold. Taylor's bungalow held value. Williams's sale was a loss. Luxury cars and watches? Nice, but liquid assets matter more. Curious about their final acts and what secrets they're still guarding? The last chapter's coming, and it's a showstopper you won't want to miss. The Sanford and Son saga reaches its epic finale, and it's a whirlwind of triumphs, heartaches, and hidden truths. From Red Fox's tax woes to Nathaniel Taylor's legal stumble, these icons, Hal Williams, Howard Platt, Don Bexley, and more, faced life's toughest scenes with grit and grace. Picture this. One star juggles 2 jobs and 3 kids to chase fame. Another breaks barriers as Tuesday, and a third keeps writing scripts till his final days. Their financial empires, luxury lifestyles, and hard-earned lessons are a masterclass in survival. Want to know who's still cashing royalty checks and who's guarding one last secret? Let's unravel their journeys, from dazzling highs to crushing lows, and uncover the wisdom they've left behind. This is the grand finale you can't miss. Hal Williams, our steady Officer Smitty, wasn't just a comedic sidekick. In the 70s, his net worth hit $1.5 million, about $7 million today, built on 20 Sanford episodes and roles in 227 and Roots, The Next Generations. He drove a sleek Chevy Camaro, sported a Tag Heuer Carrera, and owned a $900,000 LA duplex. His bold move? Divorcing in '68, taking custody of 3 kids, and hitting Hollywood with a 3-year deadline. He worked a post office job near LAX and a youth center gig, racing to auditions. Fame came, but so did struggles. 2 marriages, to Gay Anderson in '75 and Dr. Renee later, crumbled under career pressure. Here's the shocker. Hal and co-star Howard Platt wrote their own dialogue, infusing black slang to make Sanford authentic. His net worth now? $1 million, with residuals $50,000 yearly and real estate. Future projection? $1.2 million by 2030. Insurance, health and assets, saved him when he sold a $300,000 rental in the '80s. Lesson: balance passion with planning, or life's chaos wins. Who's holding the manuscript? The truth's still out there. Financially, these legends teach us plenty. Williams' custody gamble shows planning trumps impulse. His insurance was key. Platt's directing pivot proves side hustles matter, but his thin savings hurt. Bexley's late start screams it's never too late, yet his lapsed policies cost him. Real estate? Williams' duplex held value. Platt's home was solid. Bexley's apartment was modest. Luxury cars and watches? Cool, but cash reserves are king. Their Sanford days dazzled, but their struggles shout, diversify, insure, save.